Hello, I'm wearing a Hello Kitty shirt. I wish we had. I got lights on. Hello. Let's turn the car on first. There we go. Um, Okay, I don't need high beams on. There we go. There we go. I got it sorted. The new interface is kind of throwing me off. I got a Hello Kitty shirt on, and I don't know if you guys know. You might suspect it. Because frogs. I freaking love Karopi. And it devastates me that there isn't more Karopi stuff out there. I will say, since Hello Kitty Island Adventure came out, we do see Karopi more often. And we actually got a blind box, and it was shockingly Karopi. Oh god. I can't believe I didn't hit that. It was shockingly Karopi, which I love that so much, because, like, not only was he an option, but then he was the one we got. So that's cool. But anyways, hi, welcome on in. I don't remember what we're transporting. I was looking at transporting a municipal truck because there was going to be a place that I was going to get, or definitely a place that I would have gotten if I'd taken that route. But then I saw this trip, which is from Phoenix to El Paso. And, we don't have El Paso for one, which is nice because that's going to open up trips from El Paso. And there's some things down in like really southern Texas that we don't have yet. So fingers crossed. And then also there's another city on the way that it looks like we're going to drive through that we haven't got yet. So that's a win. And then there's a third city that we're going to brush the side of. So I don't know if we're going to get it. But it's going to be close. And if you don't know, my current... My current goal in American Truck Sim is to try to get as many cities unlocked as I can. I'm very excited for the BC DLC to come out. I think there's one more DLC that was announced before the BC DLC. It's a mouthful, that. But I'm always excited to get a new state anyways. I'm just really excited to get BC because I know BC relatively well. So I am, well, parts of it. So I'm just excited. I'm excited. But I'm trying very hard to unlock as many cities as I can in the interim. We're going to really try hard not to get speeding tickets this time. Not by driving slower, but by just not getting tickets. And I don't know if that's going to work. But you know, it's the thought that counts. Is this where we're going? No. Gotta go a little bit further. Somebody told me how to pronounce that. Tucson? No. Tucson. Somebody... I need kids phonetics when it comes to pronouncing things that I don't know how to pronounce. I literally can't figure it out. And so someone very kindly wrote Tucson in my comments because I think I called it Tucson. And I'm like, that doesn't sound right. But yeah, we're slowly learning things as we go. But it's so funny though, because like obviously, like I stream on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/KeeperCGC if you didn't know. I do a lot of paleo over there and other cozy games. We do co-working oftentimes on Sundays, which is like body doubling. So like I work and you guys work. And we all kind of hold each other accountable by working and being productive within the same space. Oh my god. The water. I think I hydroplaned a bit there. They've got some big updates, I feel. Should have probably read that when I did log in to play that it said stuff, but whatever. But we do a lot of co-working. I want to start doing crafting co-working. So if you don't know, I'm a crafter. I really like sewing. I do embroidery, cross stitch, etc. I have like a million other hobbies I don't actually do, but the sewing specifically and using my embroidery machine are kind of like the top ones that I do right now. And oftentimes like my schedule will be, I wake up at like 11 and then I just get up and I start crafting until it's like time to get the littles from school. But in the next couple months, Azurate's work schedule is set to change. They keep saying it's going to change and then they're like, it's not, and then it is and it's not. And we're going on the assumption that it's going to change. And instead of him getting off at like 6 in the morning, because he works graveyards, he's going to be getting off at like 8:30, which is after the littles have to go to school. So then I'm going to become the parent drop-off person for them. And it's nice because the school's close enough that we can walk to, because I don't drive. As we see, it's probably not a good idea. Though we have been talking about me getting my license recently. but which is like, I think, a necessary thing, but it also stresses me out because I had really bad experiences when people were teaching me how to drive when I was younger. But anyways, I digress. So then I'm going to be up in the morning. And so like, yes, I could go back to sleep, but I would love to start trying to do like co-working streams during the day where I set it up at like my craft area, which is the dining table and like my sewing area. Because like if I'm there anyways crafting and doing stuff, like why can't we do it together? For one, and also because of Azurite's work schedule changing, I think I want to kind of switch my stream schedule, because right now I'm Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. PST to nebulous end time. And so I think I would change it to Sunday night, 7 p.m. PST still, and then Monday and Tuesday from like 9:30 till like 1:30 or 2, like just before the littles get out of school, because obviously I don't want them on online. They don't understand the internet like adults do, and as an adult I understand the internet too much to want to have them online. But so like that, and then would do nighttime stream on Wednesday and Friday still, and I think it would actually be, I'd be streaming an extra day, but I would be streaming more co-working than I'd be streaming actual games, which I am a little bit concerned about. But of course, on Sunday nights, I could always play games, you know? And so I'm just kind of like torn on that, but we will see. But it would give me, and like I could always stream on like a Monday night too, because Azurite's work schedule is going to change. So instead of us eating an early dinner and him going to work, he will be at home until like I think just before 10 o'clock at night. So like I could still stream like Monday night if I wanted to, kind of thing. But I think it would be nice because then I could use Monday night and Tuesday night to do oh god, okay, well at least it wasn't 5k. Oops, sorry buddy. To record and stuff, which is something that I struggle to find time to do. Tonight I was like, okay, we don't have the littles because it's the weekend, I'm gonna record. And I was like finishing up my editing because I'm like, I want to get my editing done first and then I'll record. And then Azurite called me, which was weird because he doesn't typically call me while he's at work. And he's like, yeah, so baby B wants to come home. Are you cool with that? What's your plans? I was like, well, I was gonna start recording. And so I was gonna start recording. My plan was to start doing my makeup at 8:30. It takes me like half an hour-ish. And then start recording at 9. And I didn't end up starting recording until like 10:45. Because baby B wanted to chat a bit. Obviously, like if she's coming home early, like what's up? Like, we good? We cool? And then just like then getting her ready for bed and all that kind of stuff. Plus I was chatting with a few people. So it wasn't all that the disruption, but it was, you know, it threw me off. But I have a really hard time with change. I think I've discussed it before. But lately the girl's mom doesn't take them as often as she used to. It seems like many times she's got other plans now when she should take them. And then on top of that, we're getting texts saying baby A wants to come home, baby B wants to come home, or baby A doesn't want to be here anymore, or can you come get them? I don't want that, like we're fighting, they don't want to be here, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm trying to like grain of salt when they do come home early, because like I'm trying to put myself in a place where I'm mentally preparing for them to always come home early, so when they don't come home early, it's a bonus. It's a holiday on Monday, and typically when they have an extra day off of school, they'll stay with their mom an extra day because, you know, we have them like 5 days of the week here. So, you know, it's nice for them to have that extra time. And then instead she still has baby A and she's dropping baby A off early tomorrow. Fun times. So anyways, so I've been trying to work with my brain to be like, expect them to be here. It's gonna be okay. And it just sucks because like there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, obviously. Like, for anybody, there always is. You see what we talk about on the internet and stuff, and then there's always like an iceberg. And there's a lot of stuff going on, and a lot of stuff that the girls are working through right now, and we're helping them work through and whatnot. And so I think, like, ever since this current predicament kind of came into life change. There's a big life change coming up, okay? Ever since that came up, like, I've kind of, like, been in the mental capacity of, okay, like, change and this and that, so. But it'll all be good, and it will all work out. I am very, like, one thing that I always talk about on stream, like, because I talk about the littles, right? They're very much a part of my life. And it's crazy to think, like, a year ago they were a part of my life in the sense that they were Azurite's kids, but like I wasn't like actively involved with like parenting and stuff. And now, like, a year later, and like, you know, when baby B came home, she's like, I just really want to talk to you about stuff. I think that's a cop. So I'm gonna slow down. And so, like, it's so crazy that, like, a lot of the times I find them defaulting to me about some conversations and whatnot, which is crazy. But anyways, I digress. One of the things I talk about on stream all the time is how grateful I am that Baby A and Baby B, both of them, are willing to have difficult and challenging conversations with Azurite and I, where we talk about feelings. And we talk about things that might be a little bit, it wasn't even a cop. That's okay, because there was a speed trap. That might be uncomfortable and not as fun to talk about. And they're okay having those conversations with us, which, like, right now, they just turned 9. Happy birthday to them. They just turned 9 like a week ago. Aren't huge, you know? They aren't, like, super big, end of the world things. So, like, to them, they may feel like that, but they're not like, it's not like a, oh my god, I don't think we're gonna get San Simon, because we didn't actually drive through it. I thought that was the one that we'd definitely get. Anyway, I'm just hopeful that as they get older and their feelings are bigger and their challenges are bigger and stuff, that they will still feel comfortable having those conversations with us. I reiterate it with Baby B today. I said, you know, I'm very grateful that you trust me and your dad to have these conversations with, because I know that sometimes they aren't fun conversations to have. And so I hope that they will continue to feel like we give them a safe space to have the conversations and stuff. Oh shoot. Oh, we ain't gonna, well, no, we're not gonna make it. We will need to stop for fuel. If I'd seen that, I would have stopped at that last town so we could have got it, but that's fine. But yeah, so, like, that's been good. But, like, also, like, there was a lot of things that before I moved down here, I was like, is that fuel down there? And it didn't tell me. No, I don't think so. Oh, no, you can't get that way. Okay. There's a lot of things that I will be like, oh, good, we can bypass. That before I moved down, I was like, oh, I really don't want to have these conversations. Like, but, you know, like, growing up girl stuff, you know, I'm grateful that their mom is in their life so that they'll have those conversations with her, because I don't want to step on toes and stuff. I want them to have those conversations with her and stuff. And I was not expecting them to come to me for those conversations. So, like, you know, so there's a bit of whiplash on like yes, and like sometimes still to this day, like, I go, holy crap, like, we have kids. Because, like, obviously for Azurite, he's had 9 years and like 9 months or whatever to get to this point. Whereas, like, I've only, again, been, like, actively in... Oh, God, we gotta slow down. Actively involved for... Oh, no, what are we doing? Girl. It's fine. Actively involved being down here. Like, obviously, I visited before and stuff, but, like, I was really careful to not, like, over-parent or anything and just, like, go with vibes. But now, obviously, I'm down here. I am a consistent parent in the house. I actually wait like probably like 10 months after being down here, I raised my voice for the first time. Everybody in the house was like, oh my god, she's Canadian, we don't know she can do that. But it was like we were having the girls were acting out, and Azure and I discussed it, and we're like, well, they're probably acting out because of things that are going on with their mom right now. And that's probably why they're acting out, was they're just being complete dicks to each other all the time. And it would consistently happen on Thursdays, which were like busy days. We had both extracurriculars, and then Azurite would go to karate himself. I would feed the littles, get them showered, get them ready for bed, etc. But they were just being complete utter butts to each other, and I was sick of it because like it was multiple weeks in a row. And so as soon as they started on it, I was like, girls, we are not going to be doing this because this is happening every night, every Thursday, and I'm sick of it, and you are going to get along. And they were like, and Azurite and his mom were in the room together, and they were like, but like, you know, and like, here's the thing, in not, oh, press and call this, I'm not gonna yell, you know, I'm not gonna raise my voice all the time because I don't think it's effective if you're yelling all the time. It was damn effective when I used it then, because I had never raised my voice before, and I expressed clearly what the problem was and how we weren't going to do this. And you know what? They were really good. Maybe a little scared, but so was Azure and his mom, but they were all good, you know? But like, that is something I wouldn't have done when I came down to visit, because again, I don't want to step on toes and stuff. I want to be respectful. Their mom is still in their life to the degree that she is, and I don't want to step on toes. And that's like one thing that like is a hard thing about coming in as a step parent across the board. My goal, my personal goal, is just to do right by the girls as best as I can, to raise them to be competent, strong, independent ladies who care about each other, who care about other people in the world around them, and all that jazz. That's all I care about, and their happiness, obviously. You know, we don't need them to be rocket scientists. You know, we don't need them to be Olympians. We just want them to be happy and to be good people, and that is my focus. That's, you know, that's why I have those conversations with them. I show them they're loved. I made them pajamas for their birthday. We went and bought fabric so I could make them more pajamas, you know, and it's like those little things, like the little quiet things that they may not realize. Like, that's obviously like a very obvious, like, here you go, but like the little things like, oh, I know that you like this snack, so we made sure we got it and stuff. You mentioned this in passing, so I made sure that we got it, and that was important to me. Like, I bought them dressers. I feel like I maybe talked about that. I cleaned out their closet when it was a Saturday. I cleaned out the closet when nobody was at home, just Azurite's mom. I didn't say anything. Just closed the closet door again because nobody checks in it, because it was such a mess. Like, it was not great. But I cleaned it out, and then Azurite found out because his mom was like, "Did you thank your lady for cleaning the closet?" And then so we talked to the littles like, "Hey, we're gonna get dressers, so like you need to clean the closet out." And they went to look, and they opened up the door, and the closet was cleaned out, and they were like, "Oh my god, thank you so much," because like it was important to them. And then we built the dressers when, I think actually, no, did we build the dressers before we built, I cleaned the closet. I decided that I wanted to buy the dressers. I did research. I bought the dressers. Then the dressers came. Azurite and I built them. We put them in the closet, and then we sent them in to clean out their closet. And then they were shocked because not only was their closet clean, but they had dressers in there. And like, you know, it's just those little things. And like, you know, they are getting older, and so like I was talking to Azurite about how they're using, oh hey, we found Las Cruces. This was the one I didn't think we were gonna get, how they're using their rooms in different ways. For Christmas, we got them their own PCs, like desktop computers. And they've got loft beds, so they've got their desks underneath that have them on it. So like that's perfect. And that was like when I suggested we get those beds for them with the desks underneath. Part of it was like I was like eventually like we should get them oh my god, desktops. What is going on, girl? I don't even know. Oh, it's probably because it's windy. But anyway, so it kind of like it finally came to fruition, and they finally understood why we got those beds. But so we got them the dressers, and I'm gonna get them bookshelves eventually, so they can each have like a dedicated space for their books that they have, and to like showcase their other things. And it's just like those are like important things to me because they do have to share a room, which like obviously is not the most fortunate thing. But I took some tapestries and I cut them in half and I made them curtains to put up under their beds so they can have that like private space in there if they want to. But yeah, just like I don't even know what we were going to talk about this time. But that's what we've talked about. Talked about my schedule changing. But anyway, so I have just come to accept that the schedule to not expect to not have the littles on Saturday, expect to probably have at least one. The thing that sucks too is baby B specifically will just be like, I don't even want to go over this weekend. And we're like, I understand how you're feeling, but also like you will regret not spending time with your mom. Because like there was like a month where she didn't take them, and it was a really hard month for baby B, and she was like, I miss mom so much, and she'd be like crying every day. And so like she probably doesn't remember that, but I remember that. And so it's like it's important for you to spend that time with her. But it's just like almost every weekend now she's like, I don't want to go there. And like almost like it's literally Saturday, yesterday and today Azurite was getting texts saying come get them, blah 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 blah. And then it was, hey, El Paso, and there was baby B wants to come home, I'm gonna send baby A too, even though she wants to stay. So yeah, so it's been a thing. She ended up keeping baby A though, so like that's nice. But she is getting dropped off earlier tomorrow probably. Girl, stop speeding or something. I got problems. And it's a heavy metal foot. But yeah, so I'm just like, I'm trying to go with the flow, which is hard for me to do because I thrive on routine and I struggle with external change. Like if I make the decision to like not do something, like that's okay. But like if I have plans and they get changed without enough notice, I have a hard time. Like a couple months ago, like baby B came home early because I'm pretty sure it's because she wanted to play on her computer because like she had just got it. And like Azurite like literally said, I got baby B, we're coming to get you from volunteering. And like I'm like, oh okay, like can this like at least be like a conversation? Like I'm not gonna like say no, but can this be a conversation? Like yesterday she wanted to come home and I was like, well, apparently her mom and her sister were fighting, so she didn't want to be there, except when Azurite called, they weren't fighting. And I'm like, she perceives this, like, I think her mom had to raise her voice at her sister because she was running away in the store. And so she's like, they're mad at each other. I don't want to be here. And so I was like, she is such an in-the-moment person, which is, like, obviously totally fine. But I'm like, that's the last interaction she had with her mom and her sister. She went to karate. She's probably not going to feel the same. And so like he called and chatted with their mom and they were both like, we're not fighting. And then she was fine. Then she went there for the day. But then today again, there was, you know, friction, I guess. And she just didn't feel comfortable. So that's why in the end of the day, she ended up coming home. And it sucks because like, obviously we don't want her to be somewhere where she's unhappy. She's safe, but where she's unhappy and she's not enjoying herself. But also like sometimes you need to sit in those uncomfortable times and you can't just run away every time. And so I was like, okay, well, why don't you bring her back after karate? You're bringing her to karate on Saturday so you can check with her in the morning. And he was like, well, no, I feel so bad. I'm like, okay, why don't you bring her back, go to your karate, and then call and check in with her and see how she's feeling after she's had this time apart. Because I don't want to feel like the bad person that's like, no, she can't come home. But also, it's like, I don't want to say it's like the boy who cried wolf, because I don't think it is, but it's just like more, it's just happening over every slight inconvenience sometimes. Like the other week, baby A said she didn't want to go. Her mom convinced her that she did want to go. And then like the second, like 20 minutes later, they get to their house and Azurite got called and said, you need to pick up baby A because she doesn't want to be here. She told you she didn't want to be there. And then we got there and then she's like, no, I want to be here. So that's what I'm like, you know, like they're fickle creatures, these little ones. And so it's like getting that balance of like, what is okay for them to sit with and deal with those struggles. Unfortunately, like as much as I'm so grateful that they feel comfortable talking about emotions and hard feelings and stuff with us, I don't think they quite have that same relationship and ability with their mom. She doesn't do great with feelings, I think. And so, whereas if, you know, baby A or baby B were having a struggle like that they're having with her, we could, you know, go through the motions. Step one, why don't you take some time to yourself, think about things, and then let's discuss it and see what we can do to rectify this. And like, I just don't think there's that capacity. I don't think their relationship has that capacity right now. And so I think everybody kind of gives up a lot faster than they could. But obviously this is all from my perspective and what I see. I'm obviously not a fly on the wall when they're having whatever their conversations are. We're almost there. It's been like thundering this whole time basically. Delicatessen. This feels like a nice like warm night. I mean, we're in Texas and I feel like it'd be humid because like it's not like raining like crazy. So I feel like it'd be humid. Okay, I'm like, get behind, but it is behind the cab. You're a little snacky. Oh my goodness, the other day. So I think I was talking in the last one about how it's Valentine's Day today, and Azurite and I have been so busy this last week that today we went to the store to try to get each other Valentine's Day stuff, but he didn't know what he wanted, and I didn't know what I wanted. Or they didn't have Lego bouquets like what I wanted, so we just kind of were like, bet. But the other day, it was like late at night. I would like jump. I think it's like Tuesday. I like jumped in the shower at like 1 o'clock at night. And before I went in the shower, I'd been talking about how I really want to kettle salt and vinegar chips. I was like, man, I really want them. But he's like, I'll go get them for you. I'm like, no, like that's pointless. Like it's fine. So I jump in the shower and I get in the shower. The man speed runs in the middle of the night out to the store and gets back in time to be in bed with the bag of chips laying on my pillow when I get home. And I was like, that is the sweetest thing ever. And I was like so happy. And he's like, I'm so happy I could surprise you. Cause like, it's really hard to surprise me because I'm like, I think cause I'm just like so hyper aware and hyper observant. It's like super hard to surprise me on things because I'm like, I'll be like, I think this could be happening. Or like, this is something I would do. And so that was like a nice little surprise. It made me very happy. And I ate some and I was like, nom 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 nom. I'm like, where am I going here? Should be just about on there. Go enter. We'll try to do the let's play it safe because I could never. We cannot back up. To save our lives. I mean, I feel like I've gotten with the steering wheel. I will say I feel like I've gotten a little bit better at backing up, but I'm not like confident and skillful. Gotta see where we're at here. T. We did it. That's it. This was much better than last time. I did get one ticket, but we didn't lose any money. We lost like $2,000 last time, just for breaking our truck. Never mind the like $13,000 that I lost in fines. So that's exciting. Sorry for rambling. I feel like I rambled a lot. I don't want to say like ATS ones are kind of like therapy videos for me, but they're just like a time for me to just randomly talk and like probably work through things that maybe I don't talk to with other people or don't think through. So anyways, next time maybe we'll talk about volunteering or something. I don't know. Been doing that consistently except for when I got sick in December, but that's old news. But anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe because ATS and other things here are here and it's fun, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.